There's nothing like a splash of colour to make a house feel like a home. If you're looking to experiment with strong colour, a single feature wall is a great way to dip your toe in the water without diving straight in the deep end. Let me show you how to find a colour that fits your taste and your space. Deciding on a colour is the hardest part of creating a feature wall. When you love colour as much as I do, it can be a tough choice. Flip through magazines, trawl online and through social media for beautiful spaces that you love to look at. Creating a mood board is a great way to assess all of the different elements in your room before committing to your feature wall colour. You can do this online or in real life using paint chips, fabrics and flooring materials. Your ideal feature wall colour might be in your home right now, in artworks, rugs or cushions. By matching your feature wall to a secondary colour in an artwork, for example, you can create a cohesive interior colour scheme that feels refined, deliberate and restful to the eye. However you choose your feature wall colour, remember it's not ever sitting all on its own. Flooring, furniture, art and accessories can either play nicely with your feature wall or not. One thing that needs a little explanation is a colour's undertones. All these beautiful rich colours we love are made up by mixing various hues together, so they end up with the colour you first identify with. And then there's the undertones, which can be harder to work out. They're what give colours their depth and interest, but also why some colours, when placed together, don't look right. If you can identify the undertones in your neutrals, it'll be a lot easier to choose a feature colour to match. For example, if your white walls have a blue or a grey undertone, they'll look nice and crisp next to a beautiful dark blue. But they may feel a little cool next to a warmer tone, like a pink or a red. My top tip for identifying undertones in your neutrals is to place an untinted white paint swatch or even a piece of white printer paper on your wall, and you'll quickly notice the difference between the two. To identify undertones in colours, you need a swatch of true colour for comparison. So to find undertones in a blue paint like this one, pick up a colour wheel from an art or craft store. These show the three primary colours of red, yellow and blue, from which all other colours are made. And they also show how colours relate to each other. Hold your chosen shade of blue next to a swatch of true blue and you'll see the warm or cool undertones showing through. Sample pots are the secret to success. Once you've narrowed down your colour selection, grab sample pots of the shades you like and paint them on big pieces of paper, and then stick those on your wall. Leave them up for a few days and move them around the room. Do they clash with your sofa or pull undertones from your white walls or timber flooring? Watch what happens at different times of day too. Light has a huge impact on how we see colour. Your samples may look beautifully moody in warm artificial light, but brash and jarring in the full sun, or the reverse. Now this room was lovely with plain white walls, but by adding a wall of beautiful saturated colour, it has really been brought to life. The neutral furnishings pop against the darker backdrop and the whites feel crisp and fresh. The whole room feels welcoming and homely, and all it took was a little bit of paint.